Welcome to the latest, and here's to the greatest.
Hi, gold friends! Sorry my videos were delayed. Life happened, but on this channel, it's the afterlife. I am forever your spooky host, Manda with the saying, you can take the girl out of the paranormal, but not the paranormal out of the girl. In today's haunted hotspot, I am taking you guys to California, a ghost town called Bodie. In 1859, William Bodie, now he spelled his name this way, which was B-O-D-E-Y, discovered gold in the area that became known as Bodie Bluff, which is now spelled B-O-D-I-E. Now, I don't know how the rumor got spread so fast, but bounty hunters, other miners, store owners, robbers, prostitutes, and many families flocked to the town of Bodie due to the gold rush. Now, I'm sure this was over a period of time, but these people were coming from all over. There was said to be 65 saloons, which are bars in America terms and pubs in proper English. There were brothels, 2 churches, a Catholic and a Methodist, 2 newspapers, multiple motels, general stores, doctor offices, pharmacies, schools, even breweries, gambling halls, and opium dens, which in today's terms is a type of drug. I will not go into details about that here on my channel, for I do not condone that stuff, but I will say this. Opium is well known throughout history, even today in several different forms. And Bodie was the Wild West town to go to. There were 2,000 structures in Bodie, accommodating a population of 8,000 to 10,000 people. Bodie was likely the 6th or 7th largest city in California at that time. And Bodie wasn't just well known for its mining. It was known for the operation of the world's long-distance electrical transmission network. At this time, electrical transmission over such a great distance was unheard of. So the hydroelectric power lines stretched 12.5 miles. Back in that time era, that was pretty impressive. So I just thought I'd share that little tidbit of information with you guys. In 1870, Bodie had the biggest reputation of being the most successful gold mining town. And you had to be tough to live in Bodie. It was known for tough living and more than often deadly bar fights. Throughout parts of California, there was a term used, the bad man of Bodie, and it was describing of someone of unusual bad temper. Most of the buildings have been lost, sadly, and in the early summer of 1832, most of the town was burnt to the ground by a young boy playing with matches. The weather also didn't help, and bad upkeep and many other elements played tribute to make Bodie the ghost town it is today. This is some more information I found online according to the National Park Service, but the mining operation at Bodie brought in somewhere around $7 million from 1876 to 1941. But by the late 1880s, Bodie was becoming old news. People were leaving and left behind a lot of their belongings you can still see today. And one of the biggest reasons people were leaving was because the mining operations were starting to dwindle. In 1942, Bodie became an official state park, and less than 200 of the original buildings were left standing, and only 170 buildings remain in Bodie. What has remained of the town has been turned into a 500-acre historical state park. Now for my specialties, you guys, the ghosts of Bodie. And let me ask you, do you believe in curses? There's a curse of the Bodie legend. If you steal any artifact from this ghost town, you'll be plagued with bad fortune. Park rangers have received letters and stolen artifacts in the mail from visitors, hoping to reverse any curse they've endured. All I can say though is I wouldn't risk it. But if you do, that's on you. I know how my skeptics can be. Good luck to you, and let me know how that goes. I'm curious. There's a cemetery in Bodie, not very uncommon because those are everywhere. But this cemetery has a little girl they call the Angel of Bodie. She was killed by a miner's pick in 1897. No one knows if this was accidental or on purpose. It remains a mystery even to this day. And she's noticed mostly by children and summons them to play. So if you go to Bodie with your kids, you might see them interacting with someone you cannot see. And another haunted hotspot in Bodie is a house on the corner of Green and Park Street. Now, the family who lived in this house were the Canes. And Mr. Kane moved to Bodie when he was 25, and he built an empire by lumber barges, transporting timber for Bodie that was needed to support mine shafts and homes. The Kane family owned a majority of Bodie. Mr. Kane hired a beautiful Chinese woman to help his wife take care of their home and children. The Canes had the most finest house in Bodie, and it's actually going to be in the picture of one of my last video will have the picture of this house. It has so much glass. Oh, the glass windows are absolutely gorgeous. But anyways, rumors started that Mr. Kane started an affair with the Chinese maid. Oh, the scandals in the 1800s, guys. But honestly, was it really that uncommon for men to have affairs with the help? It's known all throughout history affairs would happen. It's not right by any means, but they did and still happen. And it's sad, but not uncommon. And the beautiful maid was fired due to rumors surrounding, but I kind of think that the wife found out about their secret meddlings. But anyways, she was fired from their home and her reputation was tarnished. She was unable to find any work and she didn't want to work as a prostitute. Desperation set in and she took her own life. And where does she like to haunt? Well, the Kane house, of course. Music boxes have been heard playing and they will play on their own. Doors open and close by themselves. Her shadow has been seen cleaning from going room to room. Also, mahjong tiles can be heard clinking together. Do you think she plays alone or with Mr. Kane in the afterlife? Let me know what you think in the comments below. My personal opinion, I think Mr. Kane joins her. I would love to visit the ghost town of Bodie. Stepping back in time like that would be a culture shock, as well as a very cool history lesson to a time of the real Wild West. Bodie is open all year round, but please be very careful if you visit in the winter months. The snow can be hazardous. There's also a fee of $8 for adults, $5 for children, and children under 3 and under are free. And another added note, there are no commercial facilities at Bodie, such as food or fuel. So make sure you stock up on all that stuff if you do plan a visit. They have a website you can check out, and all their info, including a phone number to call, is on the website. And this would definitely be a cool place to visit. But as for me and myself, I need to vanish. Thank you so much to all my loyal viewers for not leaving me during my short hiatus. I love you all so much, and I demand you have a frightful and beautiful night.